What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Boilermaker Buzz with Rapheal Davis and Lewis Jackson, the best point guard to ever play at Purdue University. I know Braden Smith is on the tear. I know Braden Smith is in the Final Four. I know Braden Smith is doing his thing, but credit's got to be due and credit is deserved. And we in the Final Four because of guys like Lou Jack, point guards like Lou Jack. I like to say Lou Jack started with Paint, was Paint's guy. He walked so guys like Braden Smith could run. And when I see Braden Smith, I see Lou Jack with a green light, a healthy Lou Jack. Like we were just talking, like the 19 against Ohio State on game day. I think you got to get credit where credit is due. But I think we want to start there. I think because a couple weeks ago, Lou, and I didn't even let you talk because when I'm interviewing you, a couple months ago, you was like, Final Four expectation. That's where we want to get. It's not just getting the Final Four, it's winning the whole thing. You said last time, but like when you saw, because when you won. Let me see this. When did you realize that Purdue was going to beat Tennessee? And then how did that? What did that moment feel like? And then what did it feel like when they won that game?
Oh, that's a great question. I went into the game, I ain't gonna lie, a little bit overly confident. I went in overly confident. I'm like, yo, we got this. And then probably that second half, like the first half was a battle, but that second half, when you watch the game, I just remember one point. Matter of fact, it was Dalton Connect 31, Zach Edey 31, Tennessee 27, Purdue 27. And I looked around and I said, listen, from here on out, give Zach the ball. Like nobody else needs, no, respectfully, like unless you got an open shot, take it. And then shout out to Lance, because Lance hit a big three.
Man.
He did what we all expected Lance to do, just the risk taker. But
I love Lance. But Lance is out there point shaving.
Hey, listen. Lance is the first transfer with a green light like no other.
Oh my God. He was so excited for the moment. I feel him.
When he took that drive, when he took the drive for that layup and he didn't give it to Zach and they didn't give him the foul call, I looked over to the people that was with me and I said, hey, Paint finna sub his ass out. They like watching Paint finna sub his ass out. Next, I said, game over with. Braden Smith know who to get that ball to. Braden Smith is not finna get that ball to nobody else right now. Paint knew it. I knew it. I feel like I knew it. When Braden went, I said, oh, we got it. We got it. Like, love Lance, but as soon as Paint made that sub in that moment, oh, it's done. Done deal. Braden know who to get that ball to.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah.
But no, how that what you felt like when you see cause my class, like my first 2 years we sucked, bro. Like we ain't had no chance. Like then my last 2 years we was rebuilding. Like we had young guys, like we ain't never, like, we talked about it, like we felt like we could do it, but it'd have been a long shot. You know what I mean? Like y'all was there. Like y'all was 4 games left in the season. Robbie go down, and even without Robbie, y'all still had 2 All-Americans. Y'all still get to a Sweet 16, lose a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Kelsey. Well, that wasn't the year Kelsey wasn't on the team, was it?
No, yeah, one of them. That's my junior year.
That's one of them years, yeah. That's that VCU game. Y'all losing, y'all missing the guard.
Yeah,
y'all had the. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all never had the. What it
we always gonna be that what if team.
Exactly.
All my years, what if we don't get hurt?
What's that feel like? What was that like?
It sucks. It really sucks because it's like you can use it as a crutch, but all real hoopers know like you don't want to hear it because we all know like you said, like we genuinely knew like all of us healthy, it's a problem. Like we really felt that in the huddle. Like even going to the Purdue fans when they were saying this year, like, oh, we just want to make it to the Final Four. Like when we was stacking it up, we was saying national champions. We wasn't saying Big Ten. Like we knew the Big Ten championship was winnable. We were saying national championship. So that year, the first year, saying Indy in the backyard, we like, oh, this ours. This ours. Then you come back junior year, my junior, we preseason number 2 in the country. Yeah, it's like, yo, this is ours. Like, you know, like it wasn't never that, oh, we hope we can make a run. It's like, yo, this shit ours. So it's bittersweet because you always people always like we believed in y'all, we believed in ourselves, but it's always gonna be that like, man, what if somebody at least
Right.
would have beat us healthy? At least we don't never have to reminisce and think about it. But it's always gonna be, what if I don't tear my foot? Rob go down, because when I come back and Rob was still healthy, we went 7-0. We go Michigan State, we go dominate the Big Ten.
Right.
Then
I
he get
remember
hurt.
that.
Then you get hurt. Then the next year, talented as hell, you go right into the Big Ten tournament. We lose Kelsey.
Right.
We lose Kelsey right in the moment when we rolling. We was number 6 in the country. We lost to Iowa. At Iowa, it was senior night. They senior night. If probably win that game, we looking at being the number 3 team in the country. Change our whole season. So it's always just them what ifs, and it's like you just kind of got to sit back and be like, yeah, like we would have got there.
Nah, straight up. I know y'all would have got there. Nah, because when I see like Rob emotion, and I'm like, yeah, like that's how they had to feel. Like they was the ones that was gonna do it, and they was right there every time. Because even your injury, like you
Yeah,
sitting out, and then like you, I can remember the whole time, like come back. A lot of dudes wasn't gonna come back. You came back to try to win a natty. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I'm young enough and old enough to remember that. Like, and I know like some dudes will be like, well, I'm taking this year. I'm gonna
man,
have
that
an
was
extra one.
one of the hardest decisions, bro. Watching the games, we roll like we already had the expectation that you're like that was Indy. You're like, oh, we there,
Yeah,
and then I tear
yeah,
my foot first game, the night before the first regular season game. I
yeah.
tore my foot, and it's like, damn, all right. And I'm like, no, I'm playing. Like we already locked in this whole summer. We know we gonna believe in. And then when the first doctor told me, he's like, you won't play this year. I'm like, yeah, all right. He like, you won't play this year. All right. I went and got a second opinion. He said the same thing. He said, yeah, you'd be
He said
lucky.
the same thing.
He said, you'd be lucky. He said, you'd be lucky if you play this year. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play this year. And he was like, all right, we'll see. January came around. And I remember it was like I started walking in there. I was walking before they knew it, and I went in there, and he was like, "Yeah, you actually can play if you want to play." And then that's when the big boy decision came in, and
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Paint, I talked to the team, and it was like part of me, I'm 19 at the time, so I'm young. Still, I'm 19. They like Paint, like I mean. We sit there in this office. We do the number of games. You can play X amount of games. If you get put out here, this is looking at it. But I do want my point guard back. It was like shit. I want to be back. I
Yeah.
know I can help us. I never thought about it. It wasn't no thought in my mind what it could do from an individual standpoint. Maybe not scoring 1,000 points. Maybe not being all time winning this player. It was like, yo, this is my spot. My guys need me.
Yeah.
We got to do this. It's worth the sacrifice in this moment for the team, for the guys. Like everything, our goal, it wasn't in the back of my mind. Like individually, Lou, like you might need the red shirt. It wasn't a thought. It was like, all right, I'm finna come back. I can do this.
Nah, straight up. Nah, for sure. Nah, that's what's up. That's a crazy story. Nah, that's what's up. Nah, cause yeah, seeing the dudes in this position now, that's why I feel so good. Cause stories like that, what Rod went through, our years, even Vince, like Vince and them had success after I left, but I remember Vince and them senior year, they was still trying to figure out rotations. They was
Yeah,
still trying to figure out who was going to touch the ball. I remember PJ and Dakota going through it with Carson.
yeah, I remember.
I remember they had a chance to be number one in the country. They lose like three straight to end of the year, and they lose the Big Ten. Like they should have won. They should have repeated. They should have won
Yeah,
back. They should have won three straight. So like, even though they was having good times, the locker room wasn't great. Like I don't care what that 2018 class say, their locker room wasn't great. You feel
true,
me? So they
true,
had older guys, but it wasn't great. But like, so you look at then Carson and those dudes, they go to that Elite Eight, and then nobody talk about 2020. I know it was COVID, but they still finished 10th in the league. You
true.
feel me? So like,
Go over help. Go.
yeah. We gonna keep saying we got five of the last 6 or 7 Sweet 16s, but yeah, all right.
Shout out to COVID. Shout out to
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? But look, though, because we can forget about it because that very next year, they bounce right back. Jay Ivey, they get going. Back to Sweet 8, they lost, but we in Sweet 16. You feel me?
Right.
So, and then last year, number one team in the country, but still lost first round. But now in the Final Four, NC State, before we get too far, I got to talk about that. What you see in this matchup, the NC State game? Because I see it going either one or two ways. And I kind of want to see how you feel about it. Do NC State, do they got a chance, or is Purdue gonna run away with it?
Oh man, that's NC State's on a hell of a run right now. Like you got to give them credit. Like NC State playing like dogs. Like they on a hell of a run. Man, I just think Purdue runs away with it in a sense because I want to see this matchup. But I think the best thing, I think nobody's talking about Zach. Everybody's complaining about the fouls. Whatever. It's our turn. We finally got a big man. I played against Hashim Thabit. I played against John Brockman. I done played against Jared Sullinger.
That Jared Taylor was getting them calls.
I done played against some animals down there. Like, it is what it is. This is our turn. You get you a 7-footer one day, fans. Kofi Illinois. Like, it is what it is. But I think nobody is taking into consideration the fact that Zach is putting everybody in foul trouble. And not even at the fact that the bigs is fouling out, it's the fact that at that 12-minute mark in the first half and the same thing in the second half, we're damn near in the bonus. So now when we're not making shots, you still now Braden can turn the corner, Fletcher might turn the corner. Like we might get a couple fouls here and there. Now we can get to the free throw line and steal some points when our offense is struggling. And I just think that's the biggest thing that Zach and we have for everybody because I mean everybody want to see this matchup with DJ and Zach. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup, but I still think we put them in foul trouble. So now Braden and all those guys can get to the free throw line, whereas with Purdue side, people aren't really getting to the free throw line against us.
No, they play without fouling. Be physical without fouling.
And I foul. We foul, but for some reason it worked. It worked. Well, I mean, but I think that's also paints credit
to. You had to hold the T-shirt or something like that. And dog.
Bro, when I first got there, they put us with the medicine ball, two heavy balls.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Like, dog, summer's crazy. For any people, like putting heavy medicine balls, two hands, you going from the corner. That's why the kids gotta do it every time I can.
Yeah.
Cause do this without just think if we was putting heavy balls in the hands. And you gotta go slow. It was no quick feet in it. Like you one step at a time. Oh, dog.
No air conditioning gym.
Crazy.
No cardinal court.
Man, yeah, right. Yeah, right. But no, for sure, bro. I think I don't know, man. I think NC. I've been watching NC State all year, and like what I'm saying, obviously my cousin played for NC State. I win either way, but like, and I know DJ Burns on a crazy run. Sometimes your personality can be bigger than your game. Sometimes, because you look at that Marquette game, bro only had 4 points.
Yeah.
DJ Horn been consistent. You know what I'm saying? He kind of been quietly doing some work. Even in the Duke game, he had 20. You know what I'm saying? So I think this could be a game where I just don't see nobody bullying Zach. Like Kyle Filipowski is 150 pounds with a wet t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see somebody just coming in there like you just not doing certain things to Zach. You feel me? Like, and then you 7'4", and without a certain lift. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting certain things off. And then I can even see a world where Peyton is like, all right, I'm going to cross match. Because DJ a good passer out the post. You put Trey, because he's 6'9". You put Trey on him. Because Diarra can't shoot.
You're right.
And you put Zach as a double team. When you think of a lefty, I'm catching on my block. But if I don't have it, I'm throwing a cross pass because I can normally see over the double. Nah, that's 7'4" now.
True.
So, like, I'm interested to see how he guarded. And then, like you said, they pick up a couple fouls early. Because do you put Diarra on Zach because of the ball screen, because Purdue said a lot? Or do you put But if you do that, Zach just come on, bro. That's two every time in the post. Like he's too light in the pants. And
Too
then do
light.
you put the big fella on him, and then we go ball screen, Braden having his way. So like
Right.
I think it's a way where Purdue either gonna win big or it's gonna be just an ugly game.
I
So
agree.
like I don't know. I do think DJ Horn is a problem on the perimeter. I
Yeah.
don't think they got a guard that can guard my little cousin if he get going. He one of those kids. If he make a few shots and he get to the free look, my little cousin gets to the free throw like 8, 9 times, he gonna have 20. He one of them dudes that like he just needs to make like I tell him all the time, get to the free throw line. Because then once you make it, he one of them kids that you make a few free throws, you gonna make a few threes, and then you gonna start getting in transition. And then if he get like 20, it might be a problem for Purdue
Yeah. Yeah.
because that give North Carolina all season. They just been needing a consistent third guy because them been them two like Horn and Burns. They gonna get theirs, but a consistent third guy. And then you get Marcel. I think that's just like how you say it. And then O'Connell.
Yeah.
They make some threes. It could be issues, but I don't see it happening. I see Purdue, UConn in the national championship. I could see a world where Marcus Sears go off and Alabama get them issues, but it's gonna be Purdue and UConn. What's gonna happen in that one?
That,
Because we may or may not jump on before that one, but so let's
mm,
just think about what could be.
that's the matchup. I mean, I think I told you that around Thanksgiving when I was
Yeah,
watching the
yeah,
Maui and I can't remember if UConn was in the NIT, wherever it is playing. I know it's in New York, and I just remember seeing Klingler, and I'm like, I remember the talk about Zach in the NBA, and I'm like, I want to see Zach match up against him. And then Buddy from Texas early in the season, he was having a good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to see Zach play against them too, but like you said, I think it's a clash of the Titans. UConn, Purdue, like I think Zach is Zach, bro. Once you start, listen, you got Shaq, LeBron. You start getting them to acknowledge you. I don't.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Come on, you
fair.
different. Yeah,
That you
yeah.
great. We that other tape when everybody was mad. I want to hear it.
Facts.
I want to hear it right now. I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, it's
But
over. I don't hear none of that.
I don't want to hear it. But I think that UConn game is same thing like you said. NC State could do it. Is gonna come down to guard play.
Yep.
Is because Zach, we can pencil him in for 20 and 15, whatever you want to pencil him in. But now, if the UConn guards and even NC State, but UConn guards, if they outplay our guards and they're able to score and cleanly just able to stay in there and fight,
Yeah. It's tough
it's
because
tough.
if Zakai Ziegler have a good game, I mean, I know our and I'm not saying a good game was because the bad game was because of him. I think our defense was really really good. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying if one of those guards start making some shots, I know they made 11 threes. But I'm
right.
saying like if their point guards, Zakai Ziegler, if he get off two on an efficient night, it gives them problems because, like you said, I think with UConn, you can already pencil Klingen in kind of for a double double. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know you're gonna get that there. You couldn't really do that with Tennessee. I knew that going into it. It just wasn't there. It just Zach gonna have his way. But
yeah,
I think if it's a game where Klingen get hit, that's why NC State kind of worry a little bit because they got two dudes that can get 30 for real. And
right.
when you start talking like you got multiple dudes that you really think could get 30, and I know Fletcher didn't have 27. I know Braden didn't went off. I know Lance got over 1,600 points, whatever he got. But like DJ Horn and DJ Bourne, that's just all. DJ Horn and DJ Burns is all they done all their life. Scored the ball.
Yeah,
They had another job. When you got two dudes with over 2,000 points in their career, that's a
crazy.
lot of points. I don't care if it took 5 years
That's crazy.
or
Yeah,
six, because he ain't play. He was hurt his freshman year. Like so, like I think when you got a big and a little that can score, that's why it was so important this season for Braden to took the step he took, because now
yeah,
Purdue got a big and a little. That big and little combination, and then you got guys around them making shots. That's where I think Purdue get UConn. So I think Braden's ability to control the pace of the game, to set guys up off of ball screens, rather if it's Zach on that little hook pass, he get to his pull up, you help out the corner, you got a knockdown three, the roll and replace guy can knock it down. You know what I'm saying? So I think, especially if it's Mason, it's like pick your poison because he
Yeah,
hooking the Mason. So I think if this is a game where Purdue is making shots, because Zach is going to get, I think Zach is going to dominate big fella. I think if Purdue is making shots, I got them winning the national championship.
it's possible. Let me ask you. The only thing I'm with you. I think it's right there. I think that the key thing with UConn is going to be interesting. I haven't seen any other team be able to do this. I think UConn allows that one-on-one matchup with Zach. They don't really need to send a double team.
Yeah, they don't.
Even if Zach gets his 30,
They gonna be
it's more
okay.
of a one-on-one 30 to where now, because Zach is a hell of a passer. Now them skip passes, them catch and shoot threes, we're more closer to you than
Facts.
the other teams that sending the double and got to rotate. In my mind, I would just play one-on-one. If Zach get 40, but the rest of the team can't get them wide open looks,
Yeah,
that's when
make it a
now,
Tennessee game.
yeah, now Braden Smith, Lance Jones, more Braden Smith. Now that one-on-one, put it on the ground. Let me see if you could get a bucket. Now you got to prove that to me because we got a
on
big
NBA
fella,
on NBA level defenders.
And
Except Cam, I ain't gonna put that on Cam Spencer, but the
I
other
ain't gonna put
two,
that, but
yeah,
yeah, and I say this about both coaches, and that's what I love about this. Coach Payne, he want to recruit dogs, and his tough minded. But I think Hurley is like he's a dog.
same thing. He got
He's a
dogs with talent.
dog. Like he out there, you think he playing sometimes.
I mean,
So
yeah, because you think about Tristan Newton, he came from mid major. So
yeah,
like and Cam Spencer came. I mean, you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like he got some dogs.
yeah, yeah. But
He got dogs with talent for sure.
I like Purdue, but I think that's going to be the most interesting thing. That this is probably the first team can actually play Zach Edey just in
Thanks.
a head-to-head matchup, and if he kill you, he kill you. But the others, it's tougher now.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that because I think they stay 1-on-1. I think, and if Zach, I think they stay 1-on-1 unless big fella pick up a foul early.
Yeah, yeah,
But you stay 1-on-1. You let Tristan Newton be a little bit closer to Braden Smith. You let Castle be a
yeah,
little bit closer to Fletcher Lawyer, and you let Cam Spencer. Cam Spencer need it. He got to be a little bit closer to whoever he guarded. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So then because Fletcher been able to get to the basket, so coaches is gonna notice that. So they're gonna
Right.
say it's no more long closeout. You know what I mean? Hoop. Don't just play him like. Don't just chase him off the three. Guard him. So
Yeah.
I think that's is you can't give them both. You can't
Right.
get Zach is gonna get his at this point from the free throw
Yeah.
line, the basket. He gonna get his. But if you get a game where Zach is getting 30, Braden is getting 17 and 7 or 9 assists, and then Purdue as a team where you got Miles make a three, Cam make a three, Mason make 2 or 3, and then Fletcher and Lance make 2 or 3. Braden gonna make 2 or 3. You know what I mean? That's when
Yeah.
Purdue at its best. Like that's when
Fact.
Purdue making 10 threes, Zach dominate. And then I do think UConn. It's gonna be interesting to watch UConn and the way they crash the glass because they sent 5. Like
Right.
they'll bully you if you let them. Like they'll get you. So I think if they do that to Purdue not going on the glass. Like
Facts.
that could
Facts.
create offense for Purdue. And Purdue, they get paid a lot of like slack because they say Purdue don't run or they don't get out of transition. But when it presents itself, they'll go. And if
Yeah.
you send in 5 and they can get it, they'll go. So I think Purdue got a chance to get in transition a little bit. I think it'll be a game where it'll be like a 90-point game. I
I
don't
can.
see it being a slow game because I know. I don't want to say I know. Like I'm putting a lot of UConn. Like we act like UConn a protein, but we just know they gonna make shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, I mean,
Bro, they scored like 90 points and Tristan Newton had 4 or 6.
it's crazy.
And they
Crazy.
won. And they all American.
What's your man's name? Cam Spencer.
No problem. Oh, he was a problem for Purdue last year. They
That
probably got nightmares in their sleep about Buddy hitting
and
that
that's
top of the
I feel
key.
like his confidence. Like I'm still with Purdue, but that's the thing too. Like I feel like his confidence already knowing Purdue.
Oh, he in the locker room talking big shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know how he talking.
Oh, he talking. He in the locker room talking.
You know he Brady Smith, coach, I don't want to hear that.
Oh,
And
he Fletcher Lloyd. Oh no, he can't guard me.
you know, I'm like, so I'm with Purdue, but it is like this is. I
No,
think
this
it's
is
the
gonna be
perfect
fun,
matchup for the
man.
national championship, though. I think this is what everybody want to see.
Straight up. This is where you be like, where all season everybody been like, women's basketball has been more entertaining. It's been more stars and whatnot. I've been looking forward to this matchup before this season.
Yeah,
Like I think, like you said, since the Thanksgiving, like this the one that we all been looking forward to. We wanted it last year, so it's
facts.
like, nah, it's back. Like you feel me? Like this is the one. I know the Elite Eight was great, women's basketball, unbelievable. We sat
Yeah,
there and watched it, like watched every minute of it. We was screaming and enjoying. You know what I'm saying? I had mad fun. But now when it comes to the national championship, I understand it could be UConn, and Iowa, whatnot, and I'll be, I mean, not UConn, but South Carolina, Iowa, whatnot. That'd
Who-
be great. Who I'm taking? I'm going. I done learned, honestly, bro. I told myself, you just don't bet against Caitlin Clark. You just don't. It's no world. It's no world. It's no world where you should be out here betting against Caitlin Clark. Like, dog, against Caitlin Clark at this point, crazy. LSU had the best team money could buy. They
That's the
had
problem.
stars. They had hoopers. They had freshmen. They had old ones. They had young ones. They had athletes. They had, bro. And everybody been saying all season, oh, Iowa's worst part about Iowa is they can't guard inside. Oh, they get against a big team. They struggle. Man, Stokey wasn't going.
Wasn't, and they had great coaching. Great coaching. 2-3
Man,
started out the 2-3. Great mix and match of definitely. Iowa showed up. Iowa.
what's my girl name after last season where Angel did what Caitlyn did to her, and
Yeah.
this season you got to see Angel waving at people when they get fouled out, and I love it. Like talk your talk. Like I love it. But then I don't know if you seen the little girl,
Quick one.
the young lady from
Quick
Iowa.
one.
She gave her the when she
Got her out
fouled
of
out.
there.
I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
there we go."
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
seen it.
Like,
I seen
yeah, that had me geeked up.
it.
Like, Gabby, I think her name was Gabby Marshall. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think her name, because she their best defender, I think. So, like, she hit it with the little, see ya. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tell her you been watching. Just like Boo Boo and it was doing K-State celebration. But nah, the women's game is going to be tight for sure. Dawn Staley be free. She be fresh as
Wait,
hell on the sideline.
real quick. You just got Iowa beating UConn no problem with Paige?
Oh, yeah, she been tapping Paige ass for a while. So
Ah.
she looks like she's just gonna be. I mean, hey, Paige is great. No disrespect for Paige. Paige is unbelievable, and I love what Paige said in her interview about the media showing love to all the players. And I think Paige is gonna have a great game. But Kayla's gonna get 40.
For sure. And I think, probably the one thing right now why I like Paige, I've been a Paige fan, but the fact that it is not a knock to Kaylin, because Kaylin got to score the ball. We don't got time for you getting foul trouble. But from
Ah,
the gate, Paige went matched up with Juju, and Juju matched up with Paige.
that's facts.
That was the
Yeah,
one thing as a competitor. I
I
said,
feel
"Ooh,
that.
it's early,
So you said,
early."
so you
Like
said Paige gonna go guard her
I think it's very possible. I don't. I mean, why go guard Juju and not go guard Caitlin?
because Juju don't have the ball as much as Kayla though too,
Good point. Fair point. I just yeah.
and she ain't handling it as much.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bro, Caitlin might be the best college player that we ever seen in our life.
Women, stop.
Boy or girl? Who you seen in your life that's better than Caitlin Clark?
I mean, Steph Curry was doing
In college,
in college. That run he
nah,
had.
it was good, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. I was there
Oh,
too. I got to watch that one.
Maya Moore was very special, but then we're gonna start talking about UConn was overly dominant. Like
No,
Kayla's
no,
Kayla's,
Maya Moore was cold. Maya Moore was cold.
Kayla's 1-on-1. Her situation is perfect for her. She's 1-on-1. I don't want to sound like I'm discrediting, but
No,
when
but let's hate.
everybody just say that, like, and
We
see
can
me,
hate.
I'm old enough too. I remember Candace Parker. I remember when, like, I
See,
think
I
the
remember
coach.
Candace Parker too, but nah, I'm not going.
I'm cool with you not going, but I think the cool thing about Caitlyn, I think Caitlyn's like Steph Curry. Like the dunk is not cool no more, especially college basketball for women. She's the only one shooting Steph Curry Dame three. So just the fact she coming around and pulling it, like probably the best move I thought. I was like, damn, it is too easy. When she put Van Lathan, she took it behind her back just
Oh,
effortlessly
dog.
and went to the rim. I'm like, you can tell the separation. Like watching her, you see the separation. But I'm old enough to remember Candace Parker with the sham guy, Candace Parker getting on the break, getting the dunk, hitting the fadeaways. Like I
I
can't
can't.
just do that. Like
Has there ever been a situation where the best player has been this far away from the second best player?
that's hard.
Because a
Ah,
lot,
I
sometimes in
don't think
college
she's just
basketball,
that far from
especially,
Juju. I'm not just because I'm watching Juju play as a freshman. She getting in transition. She and
she
everybody like
cold. I ain't saying she
I
ain't. She
can't say the
cold. She ain't
separation
got
is,
the vision like Caitlyn though.
but I'm with you. But and that's the thing we talking about a senior and a freshman. I'm comparing the senior that's been here that the game is slowed down. I'm already
Hold up.
here to a freshman
That's
that
facts.
this is.
That's only gonna be facts because that's only gonna be facts unless one thing hold up, and I'm about to check one thing
Where you
because that's
going?
a great point. But nah, I can't go, Lou. Caitlyn averaged 7 assists a game as a freshman,
I'm not knocking that, but
so
that's
that's a
Caleb.
freshman still. Seven assists
What
is crazy.
what do Juju average? Juju's
Three,
more of a rebounder, right? She's what rebounding. Where's she a rebounder?
yeah. Uh, let's see. That's a good question. Seven, but Caitlyn was at six.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can't argue
Uh,
because, but we said Juju not a primary point guard either. Caitlin's
true. I think Juju Cole. I think her offensive package is nasty.
Caitlin's 1A.
I think that was a good one. I think especially in the men's game, I think sometimes the best college player, the men's, don't, it's not the number one pick all the time.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like it don't translate. We can see this
Right.
translating.
Oh,
Like
I'm excited. I mean, I'm sure everybody in the W waiting on her. Like, I'm excited. Like,
Kaylee, I do think Paige. I think next year is gonna be way more fun though. I think Paige is cold. Yeah, Paige is cold.
it's
And
just like
Juju nasty. Juju
it's a
nasty.
move,
Juju
but
nasty.
Caitlin is dead. Like you said,
Juju
Caitlin is. If you hate on Caitlin, you just a hater. Like if you watch basketball and you really like the game of basketball, you
facts.
can't hate Caitlin Clark. Like that's I want.
Dog. Juju hit somebody. I don't know who was sharing. She hit it with the boom, boom. And it's
Yeah.
right here. Like it ain't no push. It's whop. I was yeah, Juju
All
Cole. The Big Ten fans is going. Big Ten fans going from Kaylin Clark to Juju.
blessing.
It's blessed. It's spoiled. You feel me? So Juju Cole, I can't wait to go to a USC game and get an autograph. My
Yeah.
daughter is doing a project on UCLA right now, so we going out west, and we gonna make sure we check
Yeah.
out the see Juju because Juju Cole, Juju, and the whole. I want to learn more because you talk about a women's program. I know we talk a lot about UConn women's program, but like Cheryl Miller, like oh, you looking
Yeah.
like because they put up a. I saw a picture like the. USC all great team, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they all went to the same school.
Fact.
You
Facts. They
feel me?
got it.
So, nah, I'm looking forward to it. But no, this week, as far as Purdue fans, everybody out there enjoying the week, all the former teammates, all the guys that was rich enough to go. That had to, it's expensive to go places that far at the last minute. So I don't know if everybody jumped on the Purdue plane and we ain't get an invite, but no, I hope everybody have a great time, man. I'm talking with Coach Weber today, and I'm telling you, I be telling people that I don't know how Coach Weber feel, and I don't know where his heart is, and I should ask him one day. But I feel like in my heart, after spending a couple years around Coach Weber, if you cut his skin
Yeah.
and you had to see what blood came out, it'll be bleeding gold. Like
I
I think I know he went to the Final Four and all that with Illinois, and I know all that. But I don't know if he bleed orange like that. I think he
don't think
bleeding
so.
gold still.
I
Cause
don't
like when
think
you
so.
talk to him, he geeked. He
Yeah,
excited. And then like you see Coach Katie apart. That's dope. You see, like you think about. I saw a picture of Maggie Painter and Conzo, and I call him Conzo, and Chase Martin
yeah,
as kids in the
yeah.
crowd at a Purdue game. Like
Crazy. Now
Like
change
this is
Final Four.
nuts. You feel me? Now Matt Waddell's son in the Final Four. Now Coach Brantley on the sideline. Sasha on the sideline. PJ calling plays. Tommy Luce is right there. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like Bobby Rydell is calling the games on the radio. Robbie right there on the sideline. You feel me? Like even Payne, he played. And then
yeah,
Katie,
yeah.
Katie right there coming down. Like you see Dick Buell in the stands. Like you see like this is what's up, man. I like how all Purdue fans is taking it in and enjoying it. If it's when you committed to Purdue, did you see yourself what say almost 25 years later? No, not 25. Almost it's 20. Almost 20 years later. I'm tripping. Almost 20 years later. Did you know that you would still be remembered as being a part of getting Purdue to a Final Four?
No, I
And what
didn't.
does it feel like knowing that like you got people out here looking back like, nah, we wouldn't be here without Lou Jack. Like that's crazy.
It is, bro. It's an honor because I used to joke. Shout out to J.R. Reynolds, Nick Christopher used to do weight training too. I used to joke with him, but I was like with the baby boilers. I'm like the little step brother. I'm like Rondo with this. Like
Hmm.
them three guys, people ain't never gonna forget. But me,
Yep.
I'm kind of gonna be that guy where some people might remember, but probably mainstream is not
Yeah.
gonna be remembered. So
Yeah.
to get the fan support, to see some of the posts and people like remembering it. Shout out to what's my guy Chase Chats that's on Twitter. That post
Hmm.
he put up, and when he did put it up, bro, I was emotional because he like I
Oh, that's
remember the injury and the sacrifice, and I was like, I told him like, yo,
oh,
you
that's
don't know
hard.
what that mean to me because it's not a knock to Rob, love Rob, but everybody always just talks about Rob injury, and
Facts.
it's yo, I lost a lot that year too.
Facts.
But, so for Purdue to be where it is now, bro, in the Final Four, words can't put in. I can't really put it in words because that's why I always wanted to make sure I came back when y'all was in school. Because I
Facts.
believe in pain in the university that we could be that blue blood that I keep saying we're right there. I've seen it back then. So now to see it actually finally get there, I want a championship though. I'm not satisfied. But to know now we're in the upper echelon nationally, it ain't no words, bro. Like for like even me, I was damn near finna cry. I almost like damn, like I ain't playing, but I felt it like I'm part of this. So it's like, man, it's an honor that fans remember me. I'm thankful, and it's just like, hey, bro, I'm happy to just watch it.
Nah, straight up. Nah, that's we just ended there. I'm excited to get going. I'm excited, bro. We episode 14, Boilermaker Buzz, Purdue in the Final Four, down in Phoenix, playing North Carolina. Shout out Jaden Taylor, North Carolina State. And I
Shout them
think
out.
it'll be UConn in the national championship. We're gonna see what happens on Monday. I'm calling it. Shout out to Melissa Hunt. Melissa Hunt, if you listen to Melissa, Purdue by 22. How about
There we
that?
go.
But now, until next time, boiler up, hammer down. All hell Purdue. Boilermaker Buzz, we out.